So, you want to learn how to play Mind the Gap? Well, you've come to the right place. Like any game, first you need to set it up correctly. Lay out the board with all the trivia cards in their respective corners and challenge cards in the middle. Pretty easy, right? Now pick your team members. In this game, choosing your team is probably the most important step. Unlike normal games where you might just want to team up with people around the same age as you. Excuse me, are you sure that's what you want? Well, okay then. What was Lucy's son's name on I Love Lucy? You should instead choose players from each generation, because you'll have to answer trivia from every one of them. Once you've chosen your teams, choose a mover for each team and place them on any corner space of the board. You're now officially ready to play Mind the Gap. Pick a team to go first. Maybe the team with the youngest player goes first. Or maybe you choose age before beauty. Looking at you, Grandpa. Or it could be the last one who went to the bathroom. Do not go in there. You decide who goes first. The game will proceed clockwise around the table, with each team taking one turn before passing to the next team. At the start of your team's turn, look at what side of the board your mover is on and what symbol is under your mover. The side of the board will tell you which generational box, Boomer, Gen X, Millennial, or Gen Z, to pull your question card from. And the symbol on the space will tell you what category the question is: TV film, pop culture, music, headlines, or slang. A member from another team must pull a trivia card from the appropriate box and ask your team the question that corresponds to the symbol you are on. If your team answers the question correctly, then you will roll the dice and move forward that many spaces, and your turn is now over. If you don't answer the question correctly, well, you stay on the same space and will be answering from that category again next time. Play now continues to the team on your left. If your team starts their turn and the mover is on one of the colored corner spaces, your team is free to pick any category of that generation or a challenge card. When landing on a challenge space, things happen a little differently. These cards can be from any generation. It's a surprise. Choose one member of your own team to draw a challenge card. Your team member can choose to accept the challenge or not. If they accept, they have 60 seconds to get their team to correctly guess what is on their card. The challenges are either acting, humming, or dancing, or whatever he's doing. If successful, your team can roll the dice and move forward, just like when answering a trivia question correctly. If the team can't guess, then stay on the space, and another challenge must be tried on your next turn. If the team member doesn't think they can win the challenge, they can choose to challenge someone else. They pick one person from another team that must attempt the challenge instead. If that other team can't answer correctly, then your team gets to roll the dice and move forward. But if they do get it right, then they get to roll and move forward instead. So be careful who you challenge. Play now continues to the left of the team that landed on the challenge space. And finally, how to win. To win, your team must be the first to go all the way around the board and pass your starting space. This means passing all the way through each generation of trivia before everyone else. You now know how to play Mind the Gap, the best trivia game ever invented.